So come to your mat, lie down on your back. And if it's possible, what I know about you both is that you're warm. So if you can bring the soles of your feet together and your knees wide, and hopefully that feels good in your body. And if not, you can bring your feet down on the ground so they're kind of in this bridge shape. This shape here with the soles of the feet together, it's called Supta Baddha Konasana, which means reclined bound angle pose. So we are lying on our backs and feeling the weight of our legs. Bring your left hand on your heart and your right hand over your belly. Feel your hips settle in here. Just notice the gentle rise and fall of your belly. And use this time to set an intention for this 30-minute practice we're about to begin. After this practice, you'll feel a little bit more connected to your center and your purpose. And you'll feel a little bit more clarity as well as you step back into your day. Let's all just take a deep breath in through the nose. And an open mouth, exhale. Reach down and gently gather the legs from underneath, and just like a book, gently close your knees together all the way. Feet stay together, knees stay together. And then hug your knees into your chest. You can open your eyes at this point. Perhaps you interlace your fingers around your legs, and then just like a little buoy rocking in water, you can gently rock side to side, floating. Give your low back a little massage. Good. And then from here, take the feet down back to the earth, hips width apart. Open your arms out like a cactus, so palms face up. As you inhale, connect to your pelvic floor. As you exhale, let your knees fall over to the left. Feet stay flexed. Look over your right shoulder. And just notice here the stretch on your right side. Inhale back through center. Knees face the sky. Exhale, knees to the right. So we're going to establish the rhythm of breath to movement, but in a very slow way. So inhale, slowly move back to center, knees face the sky. Exhale, knees to the left. Inhale, knees back to center. Exhale, knees to the right. Looking over the left side. Let's do it one more each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees left. One more time. Inhale back through center. Exhale, knees to the right. Inhale back to center. And as you exhale, reach your hands back behind your legs. Rock forward and back a few times. Round through the spine. Good. And then from here, we'll come to Navasana, which is boat pose. So start with Ardha Navasana, half boat. Hold the legs up and breathe. Flex your toes. See how wide you can get your toes here. Really flex them out wide. And like you're spreading your toes, trying to place one of those funny things you get at the nail salon. I don't know what they're called, toe separator, you would call them when nail salons reopen. And I think I have one floating around in my house. So flexing your toes and free your arms here by your sides, lift your chest up. And then let's take a deep breath in together. And on your exhale, cross your ankles, roll forward, come to all fours. Find your tabletop pose. And again, super slow motion. Knees come right underneath the hips. Inhale, roll your chest forward, chest, chin lifts, it's cow pose, arching the spine. Exhale into your cat stretch, chin comes in towards the collarbone, press through the upper back, draw your hips forward. 2 more times, inhale, heart forward, lift through the chest, stretching out the throat. Exhale, cat, hollowing out the belly. Emphasis on that mid back, upper back. Inhale. Last cycle through here. Draw the shoulders back. Good. Exhale. Rounding through the spine. We'll keep that same hollow belly here. And we'll walk the hands towards the knees and then just slowly lift up. Shoulders move down and back. When you get to the top, engage your glutes a little bit and then find a bind behind you. So options to take a grip with your hands or grab opposite elbow if you'd like. Squeeze your glutes a little bit so you're getting this nice strong posture. Beautiful. Now inhale, reach your arms up overhead, full stretch up. On your exhale, bend over to the left. So stretching the left hand down towards the left knee. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, come to all fours. Sounded like I said all fours, but I meant all fours. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up slowly, slowly. Come to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pedal out your feet here. Just make it a slow, juicy stretch. Should feel really nice, especially if you've been seeking some recovery or some active rest. I like to call it active rest, active recovery. And then from here, as slowly as you can, start to tiptoe your feet one at a time, all the way to the front of your mat. Feet come right behind the hands, hips width apart. And from here, let's interlace our fingers behind our head and create a little traction with the spine. Elbows come in. And if for any reason that feels like that's too much, you can take the hands grabbing opposite elbow for ragdoll, or simply resting them on the ground. And if you have any troubles or any worries here today, just please let them go right here, right now, or at least start to. Sometimes it's not easy. Hold on to things, even the smallest things. Relax your arms down to the ground. And then slowly come on up one vertebra at a time. Take your time here. Rising tall. In the same little sequence we did before. So inhale, reaching back. Good. Now this time we'll exhale and just come halfway down. So the spine is flat. Good. Inhale and come all the way up. Reach the arms to the sky. Same little sequence we did kneeling. Exhale, we'll bend to the left side, opening up through the right side of our body. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend to your right. Inhale through center. Exhale, big swan dive down with a flat back. Hips go back. Take the full breath out to release. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Bring your hands to your shins. Press weight into the front of the feet. Exhale, step your left foot back behind you. Lower down to your knee. Crescent moon. Reach your arms up overhead as you inhale. Reaching up. Good. And on your exhale, half splits. Take your hands down. Stretch your right leg out. If it's possible, right toes to the sky. Now listen here. Inhale the right arm to the sky. So you're twisting open. You find that opening in your IT band. And exhale, release the right hand down. Inhale, slowly shift forward into your lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. Inhale, high plank. Rolling forward, top of your push-up, push into the mat, press into your upper back. Exhale, lower down in one piece for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips come down, flatten out the feet. Inhale, either low cobra or high cobra. Walk your hands in front of you and press, also known as seal pose. Exhale, slowly lower yourself down. Take your hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees bend, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. You can use as many steps as you would like. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Feet together this time. Inhale, slowly come up. Use your wings to guide you to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Interlace your fingers behind you. This time, swap the grip. Opposite thumb on top. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, just lower halfway down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, your right foot back. Knee comes down. Inhale, crescent moon. Holding here. Exhale, half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Sink your hips back. Inhale, lift your left arm to the sky. Keep your hips even. Exhale, lower your left hand down. Inhale, re-bend your front knee. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, either lower all the way or halfway for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale your back bend. So this can be seal, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Flip the tops of your feet over. Lift your hips up. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale into chair pose this time, Utkatasana. Option to keep your hands right at your heart or arms overhead. You choose. Today I'll be showing you hands at heart just because that's where my body's at today. So check in. We'll spend a little time here connecting to our breath. And if you're ready to go here with me, close your eyes and pay attention to any images or colors or thoughts that are arising here in the moment. Breathing full breaths in and out. Good. Slowly inhale, rise up to stand. Exhale, take your hands behind you. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, this time fold all the way forward with a bind. So we're rinsing off the shoulders. Head is heavy, stretching with the back. Good. Inhale, come all the way back up and reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bend to your left. Now listen here, as you bend to your left, start to bend your right knee. Good. Open up through that side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bend to the right and bend your left knee. Good. So just a little bit of balance. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Big swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Root down through the back heel. Warrior one, rise up to back toes 45 degrees. Heels can be in line or hips width apart, if that feels better for your hips. Slowly rise up. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. One. So in yogic philosophy, right, when you look at the ancient texts where the poses come from, warrior one is about the warrior named Vira, right? And he has, and it's also known as hero, he is actually fighting, right? So this is the first stance, warrior one, right? And then warrior two, when he draws out his sword, and warrior three is when he takes his sword and, well, you can guess, right? Warrior three is he places the head of that person, which is really crazy to think about. Oh, it's so not yogic, but it's interesting to know where these poses come from. So warrior one, right? Launching into the pose. Engage your back glutes. Let's take one more breath in here. On your exhale, hands come down, pyramid pose. So step your left foot in to your right foot, about a foot. So it's a shortened stance. And we'll take that same similar sequence we did. We were on our knee, starting to make our way into a revolved pyramid or revolved triangle. Start to open your right arm to the sky and pause here. So you can use a water bottle here, you can use a block, whatever you'd like to help support you. Good. Keep drawing the right hip back. Keep gluing the left foot down to the earth, and maybe you can lift your left hand off the ground. We're here for 4. We'll make our way into standing splits in 3, in 2, in 1. Slowly release the right leg, and then start to shift your weight forward into the right leg. Walk your hands in front of you. Pick your left toes up. Doesn't matter how high they go. And in fact, it's okay if your hip opens up. And you can choose if you want closed hips or open hips. Might feel good to bend the top knee, get a little quad stretch. You have options here. You can play with binding the hands behind the leg, or perhaps grabbing for opposite elbow here. Good. And eventually, hands will come down to the earth. Just take one breath in. Exhale, release your left foot to your right foot. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift your spine, resetting. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Reach the arms up tall. Exhale, hands to heart, chair pose. Drop your weight into your heels. This time we lift the heels up. Lift the chest up, balancing on the toes. Good, breathe here. You can stay or take any variations that speak to you. Perhaps it's crow pose, perhaps knees go wide, or simply being here in this balancing shape. We're here for 4. We stand tall in 3, in 2, and 1. Heels come down, stand tall. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands come behind you. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come back up, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, bend to the left. This time, bend your right knee, pick up your right leg. Good. And then stay in this side bend with the lifted leg. We're here for 4. We'll take a dancer's pose in 3, in 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to center. Simply reach back with the inside of your right foot with your right hand. The left arm reaches tall. Slowly exhale, kick into your right hand. Keep your chest lifted. Left palm faces whichever way you'd like. You can take chin mudra, connecting the thumb and the index finger, mudra of wisdom, intuition. We're here for 4. We'll come back to standing in 3, in 2, and 1. Slowly come back to center. Release your right foot, release your left hand. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bend over to your right. Pick up your left knee, balance here. So you're in a side bend with a knee lift. So it's one-legged Tadasana. We're working the core here. We're here for 4. Dancer's pose in 3, in 2, and 1. Inhale, back to center, nice and slow. Left arm reaches back inside of the foot. Exhale, kick into your left foot. With your left hand, stretch out your shoulder. Taking any mudra with the right fingers. Mudra just simply means gesture. It doesn't have to mean hand gesture. There are many different mudras in the practice of yoga. Have mudras with the tongue, with the eyes, with the mouth. Slowly inhale, return back to center. Exhale, release your feet down. Getting heart rate up. Beautifully done. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. You didn't forget about that second side. Exhale, step your right foot back. Lower the right heel down to the earth, setting up for warrior one. Today we're not going to be chopping any heads off in our practice. So we'll come right up. Inhale, rise up tall. Reaching, lunging into that front knee. Engaging the back glutes. Knitting the ribs together. Just feeling that beautiful stretch along the right hip flexors. Soften your shoulders down your back. Really commit to the lunge, knowing that this is the only time we'll be here. In this warrior one pose, we're so used to flowing breath to pose. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid. Bring your hands to the ground, step your right foot in. Straighten out your left leg. Draw the left hip back. And from here, we'll slowly move into a revolved pyramid. So keep here with the legs working. Walk the right hand forward if you need to, and then lift the left arm to the sky. So hips stay even. You might float your bottom arm. And this pose is definitely up for interpretation. So make any adjustments if you need as far as your foot stance or your hips or placement of your bottom arm. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the left hand down. Start to pick the right toes up for standing splits. So you find yourself in a similar shape in the other leg. If you have a little bit more opening on one side, it might feel like you get more leverage at that top leg. Try to relax your head, shake it out a little more. Just a few more rounds of breath. Just take one more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift your spine. Press into your shins. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. This time step both feet back. Take one breath in, shift forward. Exhale, slowly lower down for 4, all the way down to your belly. 3, 2, and 1. As you come down, find yourself a little pillow underneath your head. Making belly down Shavasana, rest your forehead on top of your hands. Take a big inhale through your nose. A big open mouth, exhale. Letting it go. We'll end our practice with a couple more shapes. And then we'll flip onto our backs from here. So taking Sphinx pose or one more round of seal pose. Elbows come underneath the shoulders. Press your hands in front of you. See how wide you can spread your hands. And slightly press down into your finger pads to draw your chest forward. Push down the elbows. Now lift your chin up. And if it's possible, bring the teeth together to stretch out the scalene muscles. Take one more breath in. Exhale, slowly lower it down. And without rushing here, take your time as we flip onto our backs. So no need to turn around, just simply support your way onto your back. And feet or hips width apart. This last little bit of class here. Good, and the same thing we did before. We'll open the arms out, cactus the arms. But just one little difference. Stack the left ankle on top of the right. Inhale here. Exhale, let the left thigh come down to the ground. So it's a twist. The left ankle stays resting on the thigh. Look over the right shoulder. Palms up. Slowly inhale back to center and switch sides. Take the other ankle on top of the thigh. Flex your toes. Deep breath in here. Exhale, let your knee fall over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, release your right foot. And just take any other stretches you need here before we make our way into our final resting pose, which is Shavasana. And I'll offer you as much time as you need here to rest in your Shavasana. But I know 30 minutes is over. I understand if you need to get up and move on with the rest of your day. If you have the extra time, please stay. Not worrying about what I'm saying or anybody else is doing as I guide you out. Again, you're welcome to be here in this place. Or as you're ready, roll onto your right side. And then very slowly come up to a seat without rushing, bringing that head rush in. And keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands to your heart. Revisiting that same intention you had set. May this intention weave into everything that you do for the rest of this week. It was my honor to guide you through this slow flow class today. I appreciate you. Namaste. Thank you, friends. Great work today.